Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Tim and Andrew podcast. Thanks for listening as always, by the way. We really appreciate it. I have our socials linked down below, so if you want to connect with us or you want us to talk about anything specific, just let us know. We're also all over Spotify, YouTube, stuff like that, so be sure to check us out wherever you get your podcast from. All right? Cool. Enjoy the show. Bye-bye. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Tap 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 tap.
Bro, you're really gonna kill me 2 weeks in a row on this? You're gonna
I feel like I'm
embarrass me
making
2
it
weeks in a
easier
row?
almost. Okay. Do you want one more time?
Give
Another?
it
Do
to
you
me,
want
give it
another
to me.
hint?
Give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Oh wait. Okay. It's literally in relation to what we were just talking about.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, ready? Here we go. One more time. Tap 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 tap. That's a major
Oh
giveaway.
no! It's a Giants by
Oh yeah,
it's
you got
Giants
it.
by
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I was gonna die twice in a row.
Okay. He got it.
My
Okay, so that's
muscles,
okay.
muscles
So
are bulging right now.
you
Ooh.
you redeemed yourself. Welcome back, Tim. Or welcome back, everybody else. Welcome back, both of us.
To our glorious
Yeah.
weekly
If anything,
listeners.
this is the episode to watch because now
Yes.
we have like the
We actually know
set
what we're doing.
and we know what we're doing. The equipment's better. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Tap podcast, Tim and Andrew podcast.
Yes.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Tim.
Okay.
Wow.
I was really hoping you would catch on to that really quick. And hopefully, we're just two fellas fooling around.
This is true.
I want to talk about our new set and what everything's updated. We have new mics, thank God.
Let's go.
So and we have like new things on the wall. We have Bill Daddy up there. We
Daddy.
have Mulan's sword up there.
Yikes.
Now we have on the table now. We have a new table too. We have Tom Cruise and then just some other variable things. Oh wait, hold on. You can do
Cruise.
something with this guy.
Scientology Lord.
Yeah. Cyborg Tom
Master
Cruise.
Wizard.
Master Wizard. Does this thing still work? Oh man. I was
Oh,
really
is that like
hoping
the
it would.
DeGraff or whatever?
Yeah, I was really
That's
hoping it would
crazy.
work, but it doesn't work. I gotta replace the batteries in this thing. Oh well. I mean, what would this podcast be without like some hiccup here or something? Anyways, okay. So a quick story behind the setup and everything. I was finding like the sword and like the lightsaber to put up there,
Mhm.
and I just wanted to show you how much cooler my childhood was compared to yours.
Okay.
So there's this thing. Okay. Okay, can you guess what this thing is?
It looks like some kind of container.
It's
like a pouch.
Well, okay. So what Tim's looking at right now, it's basically like like those big Tupperware things that you would put like your pillows in or like extra things in, like those containers, plastic containers. It's the lid of that, but it's
Okay.
covered in a pillow by a pillowcase, and it's like you can touch it. It's like foam.
Oh, it's a shield.
It's a shield.
It's a shield.
Okay.
Oh
So my
my-
mom sewed me this when I was a little boy, and basically what you can tell I was super into like fucking like
Of course.
like play fighting and stuff like that. So she made me this shield, and I pulled it out of the thing yesterday, and it just it's beautiful. Like I don't know,
That's beastly.
I like every little boy wants to be like a knight or like Prince Caspian from the Lion, the Witch, and the
Oh,
Wardrobe or whatever,
man.
right? So I mean, like I don't know, I just thought this thing was cool, and I just wanted to flex my childhood a little bit.
Hey man. Hey, I also had play shields too, but
Oh,
I would
did you?
I would take the lid from the IKEA Tupperware or whatever
Yeah.
thing it's called, and then I just use tape and I just
Oh.
tape it to my arm. It's super jank.
No, but this is like reusable.
I
like,
know, yeah, yours is-
versatile. It's rugged and sturdy. Thanks, Mom. By the way,
might be practical actually.
Yeah, actually
in an
pretty
actual
practical.
fight.
Like
Yeah,
Nerf
yeah.
fights, this is the go-to.
Yeah, you
know?
would never die.
Yeah, Percy Jackson
This is
stand
true.
up in the house.
Hey, stop.
All right, cool. So that actually brings me into another thing that I wanted to talk about early is about like LARPing. Did you ever do like you can be honest, like at home, like when you would just like play in your own imagination and be
Oh,
like running around the house with
so
like
many
a,
stories. Yeah.
you know, have you ever done that? I've done that a lot.
I have, and you know the thing is, I used to film myself doing
What?
that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
So,
wait.
yeah,
This
it's
is a
really
little bit
cringe.
deeper
So
than I thought it would
obviously
go.
I can't show it because I
Okay.
don't have the videos, and
Right.
B, I would never let you see the videos. But like
Wait, what's in the video?
essentially it's just like me doing random things to
Okay.
myself because there's no siblings for us to
Yeah,
play with.
right. Yeah,
You know, we
no.
covered
I know.
that.
I completely understand that.
Yeah, so then what I would do is, so I had 2 lightsabers, right?
Oh,
So obviously, like, what am I gonna be swinging at? Like, there's nobody
Yeah.
that I can swing at, so I can't go full force. So then,
Force.
so then, so you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, dude. Violence is not the way of the Jedi.
Ah!
Yeah.
So I would hold 2 swords in my hands,
Yeah.
and then I would like fight with myself. So
Really?
like, yeah, the right side would
I was
fight with the left side.
like one of those.
Exactly, yeah. And I
Oh,
would
man.
be what, like maybe 4 or 5 years old, and then like doing that, and I would film myself.
Right.
And I was cleaning my computer maybe like a couple months ago,
Mhm.
and I was
You
going
found
through
it?
my old files,
Wow.
camera files.
Okay.
And I clicked this video. I'm like, what am I doing? And it's like me like hitting lightsabers together and like making screaming noises. And then at one point, I would dropped the lightsaber from my left hand and I hit my own face with the right hand lightsaber.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, ah! And I'm like a little kid, like 4 years old, and I'm just on the floor and like.
Oh.
And then I move on to like no lightsabers. I'm just freehanding this, and I just like slap myself from either side. I'm just like, wow. I think I was like masochistic kid or something.
Man,
Like,
wow.
something
That's
wrong
like-
with me.
That's kind of like a complete departure on what I used to do. What I used to do was like I would just like shadow box or like
Uh-huh.
fight the air or whatever. And I would pretend like I was just cutting through things like butter, you know, like just like
Ugh.
you know, like yo move your hand like water, you know. It's like one of those sort of
Yeah.
situations. And I would imagine like armies of just
Yeah,
goons, you know,
wiping
coming
them
at you,
out.
and you're just, you know, like
Mm.
hacking them down. And I had all these like weapons and stuff like that my mom used to. It was a really bad. Like my mom used to just get me weapons. She's like, yeah, whatever. It's just plastic. It can't hurt himself, right? I just like be
Sword.
cutting up the air and stuff like that, you know. And
Yeah.
I was big into Power Rangers as a kid, so I always had like the toy weapons and the morphers and stuff like that. And I would do
Mm.
like the whole morphing sequence and be like back to action, you know, like and then morph,
Do you have a
right?
helmet?
I do have a helmet. I have the 20th
Yeah.
anniversary helmet. You know, there's
Yeah.
only 2,000 of those made,
Oh my!
and I have
goodness.
one of them,
That is crazy.
right? And I have like the mask, but I never. I've always wanted a helmet, but
Mm.
I don't know. I feel like that would just be going like too far
Full
deep.
force? Yeah,
full
that was
force, would
me
be
with-
going full force.
That was me debating getting like a Darth Vader helmet because I had the Darth Vader lightsaber.
Yeah, right.
And it would glow up and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I was
Would
like,
you get the Darth Vader helmet that had like the voice modulator?
yeah,
in it?
exactly, like
Yeah,
the voice
yeah.
box that
Yeah,
could like
yeah,
change
yeah.
your voice. So you'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah,
get
and then it
me-
would just
get
like
me the
garble up your voice and
sandwiches."
then send it right out.
Yeah,
to the speaker,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I had a Optimus Prime one of those,
Oh.
and then it was really weird. I had there was like this Tonka truck that you could fist, or like put your hand into the back of the payload, and then
Okay.
you would pull this handle, and then it would morph into like the fist with a gun, and then turn into like a Nerf gun.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it was a
Mhm.
weird situation. I would like insert myself into Optimus and then pull him back
Uh,
to make him like a gun. It was weird. Anyways,
Oh,
that's that. That's
okay,
LARPing,
yep,
everybody. But yeah,
yep.
as
Yep.
single children, we like definitely you got to use your imagination more. And I was just wondering if like you went through the same.
Oh, for
situation.
sure. Yeah. No, except of imagining like armies, I was fighting myself, which I guess kind of relates to
The
how I
scale
feel
was
about
down a
myself
little
these
bit,
days.
yeah.
It's always a war against yourself these
Yeah.
days, you know?
Anyways, okay. So another thing that is kind of related, not really. I don't know how I managed to connect this,
Mhm.
but the KDA choreo video came out.
Oh, yeah. I
You saw that,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so dude, I have a crush on the girl in the silver hair.
Dang.
Like really like real hard crushing on the girl in the silver hair. She was really good in that video. Anyways, but I just wanted to talk about how did you know that people were shitting on, or excuse me, really
Hey,
poo-pooing it?
PG-13.
Yeah.
Hey.
They were really poo-pooing the video.
Poop.
Do you
Poo-poo
prefer
pee-pee.
that? I honestly kind of do, to be honest. Like yeah, they were crapping on the video pretty hard.
Really?
Because they were like
Why?
well, obviously, like now the comments sort of like wash out all the negative,
Mhm.
you know, like
Yeah.
the counter positivity or whatever.
Like
But-
if you're from Russia.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, or one of those situations, right?
Yeah.
But basically, what happened was people were just not okay with it because you know how in what was the first one called? Popstar or
Yeah,
yeah
Popstar.
or yeah. They it's very K-pop like where it's we do this
Yeah.
movement on this lyric,
Mhm.
you know, um, you know, and then in this one it's more of just dance. It feels more like a 1 million dance or something like
Yeah.
that, and
Mhm.
people were just like going like they're really poo-pooing it because they're like, oh, this is not like pop stars, they could have done better, you should have done this movement, add this lyric or whatever. And then
Mm.
it was so bad that the choreographer had to write in the like a really sad comment.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, and then she was like, "Oh, thanks for the feedback, but please be nice, to the dancers. It's
Yo,
not their
come
fault. I
on.
choreographed it." And I was like, "Dude,
To
come on,
respond to
right?
that, no.
This toxic league, yeah, energy." And then people were like, "Yeah, no, these guys don't know nothing. All they do is sit on their computers and
Yeah.
play League all day,
Probably never danced before.
Yeah, I don't
honestly.
know. And that kind of runs into what we were talking about, the dance stuff, right?
Yeah.
Did you have something to talk about with that?
I do, because
Mhm.
okay, I guess kind of putting it out there, Andrew and I both had things that we were trying to audition for this week. So Andrew's auditioning for like a K-pop team.
Yeah.
And I'm auditioning for like more of a hip hop team.
This is good that we have different things, or else
Yeah.
we would not be able to like talk about the same thing. Like,
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
distinctly different or experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
like
anyways,
my experience with hip hop is I'm a really slow learner.
okay.
So like I have a lot of respect for people that kind of look at a piece and then they
Mhm.
can really naturally like figure out how to work it.
Like emulated.
Yeah, emulate it, or
Mhm,
like
mhm.
I think K-pop is huge for that, like learning K-pop dance, because like you have to watch the video
And
then
then
be
like
like
almost like copy it, like
yeah, exactly,
like beat for beat. Yeah.
and do it how they do it, like copy the facials,
Yeah.
copy
for
like
sure.
their movement style
Mm-hmm.
almost. So it's like really interesting.
I'm gonna be burping throughout this whole thing. I'm drinking kombucha.
The
Sorry.
kombucha
Anyways,
is
keep
not
going.
good for that, sir. But yeah, so my experience with hip hop,
Yeah.
So hip hop is hard because when I dance hip hop, like I found, at least for this week, because I was grinding really hard in
Yeah.
the studio and just like watching myself in the mirror.
Uh-huh.
But then like 2 days ago, I took out my phone. I'm like, I should probably film myself.
So you could see.
Yeah,
the
because that's
critique,
how
right?
I'm auditioning. So I
Yeah.
filmed myself and I watched it. I'm like, what am I doing? Like this is completely different from like what I like in my head. the
Yeah, no,
picture.
I understand that. Yeah. Like you feel like I feel like your mind is just like so like in the zone,
Yeah.
or in such a like a zen state where it just glosses over all the maybe potentially bad things that
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
And like in the moment you're like, oh, I'm a god or whatever.
Yeah, it's
but
like
but when you record it, it's like, oh, I'm not, because the camera's like an objective eye.
it's weird. Like it's almost like a false confidence. And like
Yeah.
I was filming this morning
Mhm.
and I was watching the video. I'm cycling through videos. Like, I don't like this video. I don't like this video. I don't like this
Do you
video.
at least like parts of the video, like part, and then maybe like from another take you like another part?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the beauty of editing.
No, I don't think I'm supposed to. I feel like it's a one cut. I wish I could, because
Yeah.
I went through maybe like I think 6 videos today,
Mhm.
just filming myself doing it.
Oh, I think that's being picked up, by the way.
Oh,
Sorry.
and then my bad.
Do you need something to like fiddle with?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
I
No,
can
no,
get you
don't
like
make me
a
sound
ball
like
of clay or
some
something.
5-year-old kid with a fidget spinner, just like.
If you need something to fidget with, I can get you like some Play-Doh or something.
No,
to
I'm
knead.
chilling. And the thing is, like, I found, especially after today, I
Yeah.
realized that the best way for me to learn is to just film more videos,
Okay.
and then like while watching the video, you kind of see like what are the things that you don't focus on. Like
Uh-huh.
when I was watching my video, I'm like, I get the timing of everything, like the timing is right,
Sure.
but my arms are flimsy. Like
Oh.
I'm not aware of the position of my arms. So
Okay.
I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, damn, I really should have like started filming earlier, because it's too late now.
Mm.
Like today is like the day that I have
Oh,
to,
is today the day?
yeah, hand in. So I'm like, oh,
Darn.
like I should have done better, but like
But I mean, also like you got to think about relative to how much you dance,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I would say you're pretty good, like for the amount of dance that you do on the regular, which is like I'm not trying to
None.
implicate you, but I would presume it's not as
Yeah,
much
not
if
a
we're talking
lot,
about this,
yeah.
right?
No.
But I'm saying like for the amount that you do put in, like the amount of stock you've put into that, I think you have a pretty
That's
good
true.
product.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I get that all the time, because people are like, oh man, for the amount of dance you've done, you look pretty good. But that,
Oh.
it's
No,
like,
but you actually look good though.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
I saw
okay,
Andrew's video and I was
okay.
like,
So yeah, I'm
just like
trying out for a different team. And it's also weird looking at the playback and then hearing yourself through here and then trying to figure out. Anyways, sorry, it's new stuff. It's kind of cool, but so yeah, I'm doing the K-pop team, and it's we have to learn like 30 seconds of some pretty intense dances, and then you have to do a boys and a girls to show like versatility or whatever, which is like you probably need that because in a team where it's
you
like,
can do both.
it's like yeah, and also because like there's 80% of the people on the team are girls anyways, so it also would be nice for some like I guess this is the other way around, but if you want to do a boys piece, you got to make sure all like of either gender can do both. But then really what does it matter? Because like the people that we're thinking about are really good dancers anyways.
Yeah.
Right. So it doesn't really matter like
Mhm.
what specific. I think you're like as long as you're a good dancer, I think you can pull off both. But yeah, so I have to do a girls and a guys, and then some of the girl songs are pretty fun. I guess if you're into K-pop and you want to know, I'm doing a Movie Star by Six. It's very suave and it's very like sort of like black tie tuxedo kind of song, and it's like very suave and like one of those. And then for the girl song, I'm probably gonna do The Arc, The Light. It's a very like they never came back. This was the only song they put out, so not people know them. Or I'll probably do Nunu Nana by Jessie.
Oh, you should just do Jesse's part.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was like. And then it was funny because they put that song down, and then in like a little asterisk, they're like, "Oh, please don't do Jesse.
Yes.
Just do the background dancers." I was like, "Damn." I was like, "That's pretty unfortunate," because I would have just wrote it. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm covering Jesse in this part." That's why I'm not moving my neck at all or like trying very hard. And that's why I'm actually singing in the video. If you couldn't already tell.
Oh man.
Anyway, so yeah, that's dance. We're both working pretty hard. I hope you get in. I hope you get into the team. Thank you.
We tried our best. Or you are trying your best because yours is next week, right?
Yeah, mine's on the 9th.
Oh,
so
time for me to grind kick it until I get it, and then
audition
and then get in. Oh,
dude, can you imagine you just like deep faked onto Mark Lee?
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into the news. So now we're on to segment 2. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is something that came out like a couple days ago. I don't know if you saw this, but it was all over the place. Spider-Man remastered for PS5.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Did you see the face?
I did not see the face.
Okay, so Spider-Man PS4 was like a really good game. I think I don't know if it got snuffed for play the game of the year. I don't remember who won game of the year last year, but this is Spider-Man PS4 was one of the games that I played for the entire thing. I really like the game. I played all the DLC. I 100% of the game. This is one of the few games that I was willing to 100%, by the way. I played all of it. So it's getting remastered for PS5. Great, Spider-Man Miles Morales is coming up. Why not have both? I guess, right? Yeah. So anyways, this is what he looks like. Okay, wait, I'll pull up the PS4 Spider-Man.
I'm anxious.
So do you know what he looks like in Spider-Man PS4?
Kind of, yeah.
Kinda?
Yeah.
Like he's kind of got he doesn't look like any of the actors.
No, he doesn't. Yeah. Just looks like a dude.
Yeah, he just looks like a dude, right? I'm trying to find Peter Parker. So yeah, he just looks like a dude, like an atypical guy, kind of guy, like no specific. Anyway, so that's what he looks like in PS4, right?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And then you can follow along at home and search up Spider-Man PS4. And this is what he looks like in PS5.
Whoa.
Yeah, right? So it's like very different.
Whoa.
Wait,
hold on. Wait.
Do you want to take the laptop for a second? There you go. Oh, sorry everybody. It's
Whoa. No, he looks kind of different, but kind of the same.
It's like slimmer, and like the jawline's not as there.
Yeah, that's true. But
what's weird for me is that coming from like spending 60 hours with Peter Parker in PS4, and then it's the same guy, the same voice, but it's like a different face. So it feels like this guy's gotten like a rhinoplasty or some sort of
plastic surgery,
like really intrusive plastic surgery,
jawline reduction.
So yeah, exactly. And he kind of people were pointing out how much he looks like Tom Holland. A little bit.
Yeah, they were adjusting
it, right? But to me, it's like, why?
Yeah,
why would
that's
you
true.
adjust him? Because in this this Spider-Man is like a different guy. Like he's older.
Yeah.
He's a scientist. He works for Otto Octavius. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's a different dude. I don't know why you would try and make it more like conducive with what the MCU is doing, because you can have different Spider-Men. There's already been
Mhm.
4 now because of Miles Morales. Why not just have a different guy? I don't understand. It just makes no sense because DC has like what 8 different Batmen, right?
Yeah.
And then Marvel can't go 2 seconds without being like, yo, we got to make this guy look like Tom Holland more. It's like why even bother? I don't understand. It just makes no sense.
That's interesting because it's remastered for the PS5.
Mm-hmm.
Were they trying to go for like a more realistic look? Because I feel like the other one, it doesn't look unrealistic. I feel like the other one almost looks more realistic. This is
Yeah,
weird.
right.
Yeah,
It
this is
feels like the other guy feels more shaded and like
weird. Mhm.
and like his skin tone is a little bit more.
This guy's kind of like pasty.
Yeah, he looks kind of not put together properly, even though it's remastered for the PS5 and like the graphics are supposed to be better and the rendering engine is supposed to be better. It just doesn't look. That's what it
weird.
is. He kind of looks like drywall. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways,
yeah,
so that was that.
that's strange.
So anyways, let's try and not put it on the table too hard. Disrupt the table's very hollow, so
The
whenever you
perfect
tap
sound.
on it, it makes noises. Anyway, so next thing on the list, that's Spider-Man remastered for the PS5. I hope Miles Morales is good. You know what? My gripe with that actually is that game feels it's like a lot of more power, there's a lot of more electricity stuff. He's got the Venom strike and the invisibility, the cloaking maneuver and stuff like that, but I don't know. I just hope they don't go too overboard with it. Like I felt the Peter Parker Spider-Man in PS4 had like a good. It was just webs,
Mhm.
and it's like some gadgets here and there, but it's just webs,
It's just Spider-Man.
It's just
things, so,
Spider-Man, right?
yeah.
But Miles Morales obviously has more powers that make him different.
Mhm.
But I feel like you shouldn't lean into those powers too much and make them because then it becomes like a Skyrim spell where you're just using it. You know what I mean? You have like a mana bar
Yeah.
and stuff. Anyways,
Like Breath of the Wild.
yeah, like Breath of the Wild, you're just using
throwing
things, right?
spells. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so moving on from that, we have some more Marvel stuff. So delays. So
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
yeah, so Black Widow has been delayed to 2021. It was supposed to come out in November.
I believe so.
November. Yeah, I
That's
think
sad.
so. And then so it's been pushed back to May 7th,
Mhm.
2021. Shang-Chi has been pushed back to wait, what? From his release date. Yeah, so Shang-Chi has been pushed to July 9th. Eternals has been pushed to November of next year, where it was in February of next year originally.
Mhm.
So this becomes one of the few years that we go
Mm.
without a Marvel film.
Wow.
And it was funny because there was a meme going around. They're like, oh, no new Marvel movie this year. Oh, finally some peace and quiet. I thought that was kind of funny.
2020, man.
But yeah, it's just pranksters, dude. Freaking goofs on the internet can't relate to true storytelling, like
True storytelling.
in the MCU. But we have gotten some cool stuff. We got the WandaVision trailer.
Oh, I
Did
saw
you see that? It was kind of
yeah.
crazy, right?
I have no idea what that show is
I don't
about.
know. It doesn't really make sense. So if
Is
you
he
don't
dead?
understand like comics or anything at home, basically, Wanda is Scarlet Witch, and then she marries where in the comics she has like a romance, like they're an on and off couple with her and Vision. Obviously, in the Vision comics, he has like his own android family, and that's like a new thing that was widely popular. But for a long time, it was Scarlet Witch and Vision, and also Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, I think, in the House of M comics. But then we don't talk about that because that's kind of like an incestual thing. Anyways,
Ew.
so yeah, so
True.
WandaVision, right? So and then the MCU they made them to be a couple and stuff like that, and blah blah blah, and then it's like I don't feel anything. I only feel you when she's like popping the pimple of the Infinity Stone off his head,
The
right?
yellow pimple.
So I think in this one she's trying to bring him back maybe or something like that, and she's going through like she's reality because Scarlet Witch is a reality warper, even though it doesn't seem like that in the movies where she's just sort of like red powder girl,
Yeah.
she's just red sand lady,
Yeah.
but paprika lady,
Really strong paprika.
really strong
Spiced
paprika
up.
spice lady. She's one of the Spice Girls.
True.
So yeah, but she's actually a reality warper in the comics and stuff like that, right? So it might be her like tapping into new areas of her power to try and bring back Vision, and it looks like they're doing like a sitcom situation.
Yeah.
Because it kind of looks like Malcolm in the Middle, and then it goes back to like
yeah.
like what is that one, like Full House and stuff like that. It goes, and then like all those types of
It's really weird.
family sitcom. It's very weird, yeah. And I think they're gonna like obviously the trailer showed off more like whoa, stuff is happening. It's not just this weird family sitcom deal. You know, she's actually, you know, they're trying to bring, you know, them back and stuff like that. Anyways, whatever. So yeah, that was that. It was pretty cool.
That's what I was thinking about. I was like, wait, so Vision is supposed to be dead? Well,
yeah.
Spoilers for Endgame / Infinity War.
Well, yeah, Infinity War.
Yeah,
he doesn't come back.
Yeah, so like he's dead. So this has to do with time after he's dead. He's still dead in this one. Okay.
Yeah. I think so.
So
Because and then, you know, you get some people who are gonna return in this, like Ron, what's his name? Randall Park. Thank you. From Ant-Man and the Wasp. Randall Park. He's from Fresh Off the Boat, the dad guy.
Yeah,
he's in some Wong Fu
he's
stuff.
from The Interview.
Yeah. So he's coming back, and I think they're bringing back one of the girls from the original Thor movie. You know how it was what's her really beautiful lady, what's her name,
Really beautiful lady.
you know, what's her name, Jane Foster.
Natalie Portman.
Thank you. Padme.
She's in that. Why is she in that?
No, not her. I was trying to connect. So not her, but you know how in Thor movie it was there's another girl.
Yeah.
She's coming back in it apparently, and then there's some other stuff too. I think the girl from the daughter character from Captain Marvel. Do you remember?
Yes, I do remember that.
I think she's coming back, but she's aged up. I think. I'm not too sure.
Whoa.
But anyways, there's a bunch of new stuff coming there. That's just things are getting delayed. Things are happening.
Making movies.
Crazy,
Marvel.
yeah. Making movies, making TV shows. I can't wait for the Winter Soldier and Falcon, like the actual trailer for that. I'm super interested to see what happens with them.
When is Loki coming out?
I don't know,
that
man.
series, because I'm excited for that one.
Yeah,
as well.
it'd be nice if they like explored the mythos of that guy a little bit more, because he's a frost giant baby.
Yeah,
you know, and stuff like that. It'd be cool to see like him frolic through different. Like it'd be cool to see him not just on Earth. It'd be cool to frolic between realms and stuff like that.
Mess around.
That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, also one little thing. I don't mean to bring up Mulan for a third week in a row, but we finally have a final number on the box office. So it made only $64.4 million. With a budget of 250 mil.
So they lost.
So they lost big money.
That
also,
crazy.
so usually how I like to calculate total expenditures for movies, and people do this as like a rule of thumb too. But they do stuff like its budget plus and whatever its budget, whatever your budget is, and then you double it for marketing. Right, so like press junkets, blah 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 blah. But obviously Mulan didn't have a press junket because of COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of their stuff was online. So you can't really. I get skeptical when I think about that rule of thumb, because technically that's not 200 million plus another 200 million for just online advertising, because that's basically free. Like depending on how you distribute it, right? So I'm tempted to say like 400 million below. Anywhere in between 200 and 4 million is where it probably landed in terms of budget. But that's a big number and a big range, right? Big. So maybe between 2 and 300 mil. And then, so it only made $64 million.
That's an expensive movie.
That's an expensive movie, right? Yeah. Especially because they filmed it in all those places that we talked about before. and all, they had big actors come in on this, and CGI probably, and lots of editing, because you can tell that movie's really edited. So I mean, anyways, so
wait. I just wondering. I don't know if you can pull this up now, but I wanted like a reference point. So let's say, because I know Endgame was a really expensive movie.
Oh, okay?
Well.
Yeah, I can do that. For
but
you.
What's the scale there?
I can do that for you.
I'm wondering.
So yeah, Endgame's budget was $356 million USD.
Oh my goodness! How can you even compare?
Right, but that movie made $2.79 billion.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd say it's a pretty good investment.
Hey, you win some, you lose some, Disney.
Yeah. So and I mean, Endgame, obviously that makes more sense for the budget to be doubled in terms of like total movie expenditure.
For sure.
So 700 million. I mean, that's still like a very small. It's a little percentage compared to whatever
$1 billion,
$2.7 billion. I think
billion.
Endgame's isn't it like the most expensive and like most
Highest grossing probably.
that's what that's what I was
Yeah.
trying to say. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So anyways, moving on from Marvel. Get out of here, Marvel.
You're done.
Yeah, get out of here, Marvel. So we have some like other pop culture movies, situation, TV show stuff. Actually, the second point is actually more important that I want to get into because it kind of relates to what we were talking about earlier, like on DMs and stuff like that. But Supergirl got canceled. Is my first point.
What got canceled?
Supergirl for the CW. I don't know if you were a big Arrowverse guy. Okay, no. Okay, so the Arrowverse currently has Flash, Black Lightning, Arrow. Well, not Arrow anymore. Arrow got canceled, or that had it last season. Arrow went on for like 12 seasons. It's fine.
Yeah, it was really long.
And also Arrow kind of built like Stephen Amell is kind of like the Robert Downey Jr. of the CW. You know what I'm saying? Like he built the Arrowverse. Anyways, point aside. So Flash, Legends of the Tomorrow, Supergirl. They tried to get Batwoman in there, and then I think things fell through. Something about Ruby Rose people didn't like. I don't know. I thought she was okay. And then also like CW shows are pretty hit and miss. Like Legends of Tomorrow wasn't very good when it came out, but people started to like it when they started doing crossover stuff and they bring in characters like John Constantine and stuff like that. But yeah, so there's a bunch of shows on the CW, but Supergirl was one of the sort of the big three shows, and then now it's getting its final season coming up. So and then that really only leaves Flash as the big show for the CW. And I think they're doing this because they want to move. I think DC's trying to move their stuff to a singular location. Like they want to get off the CW. I think something like that. I heard a rumor about that. They want to like try and get their own, not streaming service, but they want to have like, you know how DC has like the DC One or whatever. They have their own comic stream or whatever.
I think I heard about it. Yeah.
And they have like HBO Max and stuff like that. But yeah, so Supergirl's gone. I'm kind of sad because I really enjoyed Melissa. I can't say her last name. Benoist. I'm gonna say Melissa Bignette because I'm hungry.
Two completely different way.
Yeah,
let me see the name.
But regardless, Miss Melissa. She actually got. I think she got engaged to Christopher Wood, which was the Mon-El character in that show, which was pretty cool.
Wow.
They had like a love interest on the show, and I think they also got like engaged in real life, or
on the
dating,
set and off the set,
or they're dating in real life. I don't know. I'm not trying to start another rumor mill. I'm just saying they're dating. They're in love in real life. I'm pretty sure. Last time I checked.
Beautiful.
So yeah, yeah. So that only leaves Flash. It's kind of end of an era, to be honest. I really enjoyed the Arrowverse. Like I enjoyed all the crossover and seeing all these super. Because here's what you got to understand. DC without like the animated universe don't really have this big coming together moment for all their heroes. And to see that in live action, even though like you can argue it's not as good, like the CG is crappy and the effects are not as good, but and it's on TV and whatever, so it's kind of cookie cutter. But all those are really like when they come together, it's like the superhero moment. You're like when you're a guy who wants to just see DC superheroes on like a screen in general.
Yeah, all your favorite characters.
Yeah, and in live action played by people that you like you don't really care about the quality, as much anymore and stuff like that,
you're
right?
You're just fanboying.
You're just fanboying with like, oh my god, Flash is interacting with Superman. Oh my god, they're setting up the Justice League. Oh my god, it's the monkey from the Wonder Twins. Like holy moly, ravioli. Guacamole in my. Anyways, but yeah, so I was just kind of sad, to be honest. And then I saw this meme where it was like Stephen Amell and Melissa Benoist grayed out, and then it was just Grant Gustin who's the Flash, and he's still colored. No. I was like, that's so sad, right? And then Flash is on his last legs too. Let's be honest, everybody.
Ouch.
So
you hear that?
I'm sorry, but Grant Gustin's a great Flash. I think he's the definitive Flash. I know people don't like him. I know people have things wrong about the Flash TV show, but when I think about the Flash, when I think about Barry Allen, I think about Grant Gustin. I don't think about Ezra Miller. He's a great guy. Well, actually, we don't know because he had that bar fight situation. Gonna retract that statement. Ezra Miller, just a guy.
Ezra Miller was in a bar fight.
So yeah, Ezra Miller. Oh, okay. If you don't, so. Yeah, so what had happened? It's like a back and forth situation. Ezra Miller was, I guess, like at a bar, and he was drunk, and then some woman was trying to take a photo with him, and he didn't want to do it, and then he left the bar, and then I think like the people kept trying to instigate him after he left and like followed him, and he's like, "Yo, get off!" And I think he pushed one or something like that.
Ooh,
So it's not really a bar fight. It's more of like
altercation.
there's an altercation and he's a celebrity, so it makes it automatically bad on him. Yeah,
Man, Ezra Miller, please
for Ezra
don't.
Miller, man. But yeah, anyways, so I think of Grant Gustin when I think of the Flash. Barry Allen. Anyways, so yeah, that was that. Supergirl got canceled. Sad. The last point I had for the news is that there's a Mario movie in the making? Question mark.
Mario movie?
Yeah. So
Live action?
nope, it's animated, fully animated.
Okay, thank God.
Because we all know what happened with the last one. So yeah, so
Ugh.
Super Mario CG animated movie scheduled for 2022 from Universal. So, this comes from their Nintendo's corporate management policy briefing for the fiscal year. About 30 pages into the text, the company explains that it's interested in a visual content expansion, starting with a CG animated Mario movie. It says the film's production is moving ahead smoothly. Involves Meledandri. I don't know who that Meledandri is. I think that's Bowser. You know, the guy who took over from Reggie. I think that's Reggie's replacement.
Yeah. Oh.
And then Miyamoto as a latter co-producer. And it's
That's awesome.
so it's also made by Illumination. So those are the guys who did like Despicable Me and Minions and stuff like that. I'm sorry?
Detective Pikachu? Did they do that as well?
No, I think Detective Pikachu.
Oh wait, no, Illumination is different.
I think Detective Pikachu was by a different, because Detective Pikachu was like a Warner Brothers situation. I think I'm pretty sure production company.
That's a good company though for that kind of thing. I think it'll be good.
Production company. Legendary. They're done by Legendary, and Toho,
Oh,
I
I see.
guess. So the guys who did Godzilla.
Japanese studio, yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like.
And Warner Brothers. Yeah. Anyways. So
Anyways, yeah.
But this is interesting because, you know, video game movies are starting to become a thing now, you know, because it really all, I was going to say like the trend, they probably saw Sonic and were like, yeah, we can do that. Right.
Yeah.
Because Sonic's like, Sega. Yeah. You know, even though I really like the Sonic movie, I love the Sonic movie. I will be honest with you. I really liked, even though it was cheesy and there was stupid, like Olive Garden references and Zillow apartment references in that movie, we still got Sonic, and he was a good Sonic. I love Ben Schwartz too. He's a good Sonic voice.
And it was like I know there was a bunch of controversy about the model, but I thought
Oh yeah, and then they fixed it, right?
They fixed it
So,
and it looked great.
I mean, come on, you know. Hopefully Jim Carrey comes back for the sequel as Dr. Eggman.
Eggman.
Dude,
Eggman.
I want to do my. I'm so tempted to do my Sonic voice right now, but I'll hold it back.
Your inappropriate
Oh my
Sonic
god!
voice.
Hey Eggman.
Rated R.
My
Sonic.
R-rated Sonic impression. Oh my god, I want to do it so bad. This is like the perfect time for it, but we are trying our best to be as approachable as possible. But yeah, I was gonna say like they saw Sonic, it was good, but then I guess also Detective Pikachu kind of started the whole video game movies. This is possible sort of situation, right? And that movie was pretty good. I enjoyed it, kind of. I enjoyed the characters. I didn't enjoy. I don't know, man. I don't know. It was good. It was okay. Detective Pikachu was okay. I enjoyed Ryan Reynolds and that Justin guy. I don't remember his name. But anyway. But yeah, that was all I had for news. Mario movie CG. I actually what would you like to see in a Mario movie?
What would I like to see in a Mario movie?
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, I want more like Bowser focus, because in my mind, in my brain, Mario has always been about like Mario, Luigi, or like I guess Mario and Bowser and Peach.
Okay.
That kind of dynamic.
Right.
Of three.
Uh-huh.
So I want to see him as like the big boss, because like Bowser.
Is he always the big boss though?
Who?
Bowser.
Yeah.
Oh, but you want to see him like even bigger boss?
Yeah, like I want him to be like strong.
Oh, this sounds like this is
beast.
starting to sound like a Metal Gear Solid Big Boss.
Yeah, big boss. Oh, solid Snake.
Yeah. So wait, okay. So you would want to see like Bowser.
Yeah, I want to see Bowser like powerful.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Like
Like, I don't want him to be watered
completely
down.
outmatched.
Yeah. I
Like
want him
there's
to be.
no reason these two things should be fighting. It's like
Yeah.
like when a turtle goes against like a shark or something.
He's like OP, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to be like, oh, Bowser's like just this dude in the way, and then Mario's like super OP and he just like destroys everybody.
Like stomps on him.
Yeah, like I want Bowser to be like a boss, and it's
Okay.
gonna like make the payoff better, because I've always really liked Bowser as a character.
Really?
I have, because he's like a beast, and like him in Smash is also really
Yeah,
cool.
it's true. No, he's
Yeah,
pretty OP,
so
so.
like I want to see him as that guy.
Oh, okay.
Also
Okay.
really like Luigi. I was more of a Luigi fan than a Mario fan growing up.
Really?
I
Oh,
don't know
wow. See, yeah,
why.
no, yeah. There's definitely two types of people, two types of guys. You're either a Mario kind of guy or a Luigi kind of guy.
Have you seen those memes? Of,
Yeah,
like, the
yeah. I know
Marios, like,
exactly what
Mario's,
you're talking about. Like,
the
oh,
voice of reason.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or like, you know, it's known by the fact that if you're a quiet guy, then it's known that you have a, you know.
Yeah,
Right?
Luigi's great.
And then it's like Mario says, I can't believe that would be, you know, I can't believe that's such a stereotype, that's such a lie, you know. And then
Luigi's
and so
like-
Luigi says, and it's blank. Anyways, but yeah, so that's that Mario movie 2022. I would like to see that too. I think it'd be really fun to see just Mario just gets demolished in the first like
Yeah,
the opening
wiped
act, and
out.
you're just like, man, where can this movie go from here? And
Yeah.
then Peach is like, no, she might actually die in this, you know, like there could
The
come off.
stakes.
And then like he has to enlist like the help of all his friends or whatever,
Mm.
and like use the various sports things that they do. I don't know, like they go get tennis rackets or they get basketballs or something like that. And
Like
the,
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah,
kind of
Luigi's Mansion,
thing
they get
there as well,
vacuums or
all his
something, you know?
equipment. Yeah.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Anyways, so that's it from the news. Do you have things for today?
I honestly, okay, so I don't know if you saw, I posted on my story about the podcast.
Oh,
And there was a
this is
bit.
going- this
No,
is
no,
taking
not
time.
not today. So there was a bit that I posted from the video, and it was me talking about Ultimate. It was kind of like a
Oh
teaser,
yeah, yeah, it was like a
so
little
people
teaser.
could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then after posting that,
Okay.
I got a lot of comments in my
Really?
DMs. Hit me in DMs like, "Oh,
Oh,
what did you
interesting.
think about Ultimate this way?" It's like, "Why you
Wow.
hating and stuff?" Okay, so I had a good conversation with one of my best friends,
Okay.
and I rag on her all the time about Ultimate, but
Mhm.
she's like pretty competitive Ultimate player.
Yeah.
Like she plays it like really competitively. She was telling me about Ulti because we had a discussion about, and I just want to because I learned a lot about Ultimate Frisbee actually in the
Okay.
past week,
Yeah.
and I don't want to retract my statements because I feel like some of the things
Yeah.
that
How
I said
you can't retract a hot
still
take once it's been
justified,
out
like
there.
in terms of like the physical and like the things that I
Okay.
feel. But I was doing some research, and when we were talking about it, I was like how is Ulti ever going to be legitimized? I don't know if you knew. I didn't mention it that day, but they
Okay.
don't have refs.
Yeah, no, no.
Yeah,
It's
so they
self
don't. Yeah,
officiated.
because you played, right?
Yeah,
So you don't have refs. You self-govern.
No,
all
and
that
then if
stuff.
anything, like you're trying to like I hate also I kind of hate that about the sport, the game, the recreational activity, the sport, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I hate that because you get to this point where you get two very like strong-headed people or like
Mhm.
strong-willed people, very competitive people, like arguing back and forth about a call, and
Mhm.
it always required like a third and fourth party to get involved, and the coaches get involved or
Yeah.
whatever. And then there's always some sort of compromise that kind of deadlocks the rhythm of the
Yeah.
match that's going on, because
Mhm.
there'll be a point where someone will get fouled or something, or a line's calling something like that, and then you'll just have these two people arguing about it for like a a minute, right? And by that time people have sort of like caught their breath, and then
Yeah.
you gotta get the adrenaline pumping
It's
again,
like a timeout
and
almost.
something like that, and it's you know, and then you're just supposed to go from like this very high intensity moment, and then it drops off a cliff, and then
Mhm.
you're supposed to somehow like, you know,
Yeah.
get back up there. And for
Mhm.
people who can't just hit the gas and sort of
Yeah.
go, and they kind of need like
Mhm.
to get started in terms of intensity,
Yeah.
I feel like it puts them at a disadvantage. Whereas
Mhm.
with a ref, it's a call it's made, it's like 15 seconds max, and then you're back in it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
and you can argue with the ref, but that doesn't really get you
Exactly.
anywhere. The
You know, like
decision is
it's
made.
once the refs
Yeah.
decided, they've decided, right? But
Yeah.
with a self-officiated sport like Ulti, it's sort of like okay, like all right, everyone sit down. I guess you can't move from your position. You know, right? So it's like
Yeah.
it's like one of those. Anyway, so you were saying?
So yeah, so I was, and there's like a whole culture about this where it's like self-officiating is like very important actually to the sport.
Really?
And yeah, so this is what she said is essentially like the reason why it's kind of hard for them to legitimize as in like almost so the top of a sport would be like Olympic sports.
Okay.
So that's like if you're an Olympic sport, you're very legit. Like there's no way you can call that not a
that-
sport if you're an
Is
Olympic
football,
sport.
American football is not an Olympic sport.
I guess true, but it's American. It's Americans.
Yeah,
You know,
okay, I guess.
but
I don't know,
anyways,
yeah, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So ultimate, like, kind of, if you're an Olympic sport, you know,
there's no
kind of-
question
yeah,
about it.
there's
Like,
no real
oh,
question.
I get it now.
Yeah,
so
but,
if
yeah.
if it was like American football, you have to justify, but it's pretty easily
yeah,
justifiable.
You
But
don't
if you're
have to be an Olympic sport
yeah.
to be a sport. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're an Olympic sport, there's no question about it.
Exactly.
Automatically.
Exactly.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
that's
Got
what
it,
I mean.
got it, got it.
So, essentially, what they're kind of trying to work towards is like having observers who are like third parties that like help make tough
Oh yeah,
calls.
yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, but then most of it like is trying to preserve that culture of like self-officiating.
I've
and being
never had
responsible.
one of those before. I really wish I had, so I would know like what the experience was like. You know, I've never had that. Probably because like the Ulti sort of community like here isn't very big, so there's not enough money to go around.
Yeah.
But yeah, so keep going on that.
Yeah, but like the whole thing about that, I mean, I agree and disagree. I mean, if that's like a very big part of your culture is like respecting your opponents and whatnot, that sort of thing. But the thing is, and this is my kind of issue with it,
Okay.
is if you have a person on the other side, and this happens in like basketball, whatever,
Yep.
stuff like that. Like there's a dude that's dirty. He's like pushing you in the paint.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh yeah, like he lowballs you or like
Oh, yeah.
cuts you, undercuts you.
Yeah.
And you have somebody to complain to. So you're like, you go to the ref and you're like, dude, he like undercut me. Like, is this allowed? Like,
Yeah, right.
there has to be a foul call. But for Ulti, it's like, I can imagine like someone does like some shady stuff, then you just deal with
and
it.
also Ulti is, or at least from where how I experienced it
Mhm.
in high school and stuff like that. Once the natural response to that and
Mhm.
not being able to be like, hey, yo, did you not just see what happened? Is okay.
Mhm.
Now that person is known to be like that, and you kind of get this image thrown on you. It's sort of like gossip, you know.
Mhm.
People just sort of assert themselves as I think of you like this, so now you're just this, and then I'm just, and if anyone asks me about you, you're this, you know. Whereas in basketball, there's sort of like, is he good or bad? It's not of he's a dirty player or he is or is not this, right?
That's interesting.
Because in game sports like basketball or something like that, or tennis from where I come from, you're either known as good or bad, you know, or you're good at XYZ in this sport, you know, like he's a handler, he's he's a point guard, his handles are really good, or his 3-point shot's really good, you know, you gotta step in on the whatever, blah 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 blah. But in Ulti, it's sort of like, he's this guy, oh no, he's a pretty dirty player, you know, or it comes around to oh no, he hustles a lot, but whatever. It's sort of like,
It's like a stigma on you.
it's a little bit of
afterwards.
it's a little bit one of those. At least that's how, because also I went to Ulti after having and still playing high school basketball and stuff like that. So I was more of a physical player, and it took me a while to adjust to that. So over when I started playing, people were like, "Oh, yo, this guy's kind of like
dirty
you know what I mean?
player."
Like, yeah. So I had that. I was on that side.
Interesting.
So I rep it. Like, if y'all can't handle it, don't ask for the smoke if you can't handle the smoke, right?
Basketball, you have to be physical. You just carry yourself a certain way, and like,
yeah, dude.
yeah,
And then
that's
if
just how you do
you're a multiplayer and you can't handle the smoke, don't step up. That's
yeah,
all I'm
don't
saying.
step up. Don't try to run
Don't
up
step
on me.
Yeah, don't run
when we
up on me.
playing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I get it, and it took a while to learn, but you end up like learning to be like, if they're not gonna do it to me, why should I do it to them? It's like, it's all in the fairness of sport or whatever. But yeah, that's cool. I actually really enjoyed the fact that she was like, hey,
Yeah, she was like, "Hey,
hell,
watch
man?
your mouth." Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
it was
good, though,
it was out of like, "Oh, I don't think you know everything about Ultimate, so I'm gonna
so
tell
did you
what it is."
did you educate yourself?
Yeah, I educated myself. I mean, she
still don't
actually
like it?
recommended like things I can read to like learn more about the sport.
You still like it?
So like,
Maybe we'll throw one there. I'll teach you how to throw.
Yeah, well, I think it's interesting because I learned a lot more about the sport, and like if there's articles that she was talking about specifically about the Olympic process and like what they've been trying to do to like.
Is she like an
legitimize it.
advocate for the sport?
I don't think so. She just plays it a lot. It's like kind of like how if you played basketball,
Okay.
and somebody
like,
was like, "Oh, basketball is not a sport," and you're like,
okay,
what
no,
the
but the
hell
way
are you
I
saying?
was thinking about it is like if you're into politics, you're not
Yeah,
necessarily trying to get voted in as a leader, but you're
No.
this is my take on it.
Oh
I'm in
yeah,
this
yeah.
camp.
I feel like she advocates for it to be more competitive / organized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
and she
Okay.
knows more than
Bottoms
most.
up,
So respect to you.
bottoms up to
listened.
you. Yeah, cheers to you.
I
Uni.
listened
Good
to
for
you.
you. Way to educate him on this. Way to school his ass.
Andrew's dad still invented the sport.
My dad still
so-
invented the sport, but you
I
can
mean,
advocate it all you want because
Exactly.
he's not doing that. So
Yeah.
somebody needs to.
So yeah, let's be real here.
Yeah. That's good. I enjoy that. Did you have another like hot?
I did. Okay, so I don't have a hot take, but
Okay.
I did want to discuss a topic because this came up yesterday. You weren't at the event that was hosted yesterday for
Oh, I'm
DH.
sorry.
Yeah, but we were talking
Wasn't that the social or
the bonding?
The
Yeah.
bonding? The in person, was it in person or
It was
online?
in person.
Oh no, yeah. it was not
Yeah,
in
it was not coming for that. But there's an interesting thing. This thing was talked about a lot last night, and it was like
Wait, were you drunk last night?
for parts of it, yes, but
you can't. That's a
No,
no.
that
you
was,
can't
like,
say
much
parts. It's like
later.
yes or no.
that was like much later. But
Okay.
I was at this event because I wanted to see some of the new people that we have.
You seen anyone
and
new?
how about yeah, some of the new execs.
Okay.
But this thing was talked about a lot, and I feel like a lot of people have a certain opinion about it. But I want to know how you feel about this thing.
Oh,
The thing I'm
okay.
talking about is TikTok.
Oh.
TikTok. How do you feel about TikTok? And we can
Oh.
go 3, 2, 1. I feel like my
Oh,
opinion,
this is a like dislike now.
like/dislike.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
we'll forego the hot take because I'm not feeling too angry this week. I'm feeling more
Okay.
relaxed.
Oh.
But I
Oh, but
wanna-
no Bowen this week. Oh, interesting. Hey, we should talk about post Bowen. Okay. Anyways.
we
Go ahead.
should talk about that. But I'll go 3, 2, 1, and then you can mention. Okay. So
Okay, give me a second though. I gotta like
okay,
formulate
Sure. Formulate your thoughts on
because I don't. Okay, whatever. We'll just go with it. Ready?
this. Okay.
3,
3, 2,
1.
1.
Dislike.
Okay.
Damn it.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Because I want to know why you dislike it. Because
can
everybody
I know why
dislikes
you
TikTok.
dislike it first?
Sure.
Okay.
I can go. I dislike TikTok because I think a lot of people on TikTok don't know what they're doing. and-
What?
But when I say they don't know what they're doing is they don't know what they're getting themselves into
Oh.
because a lot of kids are on TikTok.
Oh, like little kids.
Yeah,
wait.
little
So
kids.
like, you're talking like 7 to 12, 7 to 14-year-olds.
I feel like it's a big range, but I feel like the
It's a big
most
range,
likely
yeah.
age is like 10 to 19 is the group that
Okay,
I'm
no, that's a
talking
good
about.
demographic. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and the thing that the issue that I have with TikTok is
Yeah.
like these are little kids and you don't know who's on this forum, but the whole TikTok culture
Yeah.
is like you do like certain dances, especially if you're a girl, and these dances
Or a
are
cute
like
girl.
really provocative, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I know somebody who like has like a kid who's like younger, is a girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she's been trying to get on TikTok, and like
Wait, what? Wait,
yeah.
so the mom?
No, the mom's child.
The
is
mom's
having
child.
yeah, the child is trying to get TikTok famous.
Oh.
And she's like young, like really sweet girl, like nothing like ill intent, like just wants
Yeah.
to be cool, like wants to do dances. Like she does dance outside, but
Uh-huh.
like, it's like sometimes you watch those dances and you're like, wait, like you're really young,
Like
you
WAP
shouldn't be
or
doing
whatever.
that. Yeah, like WAP, like a lot of like booty,
Talkie,
yeah, like
yeah.
twerking,
yeah.
it like a lot of body waves, and it's just like, wait, this girl's like what, 16, 15?
Oh,
It's like, you
man.
really shouldn't
yeah,
be
trying
doing
to catch
stuff like
a
this.
case, yo.
Yeah, and I just feel like that culture is really strange. There's a whole argument about TikTok and how it's a Chinese software and whatever, but I won't get
Yeah,
into that. Yeah.
Okay.
But that is just what I feel is, and like there's all these things about like people getting TikTok famous, and there's like TikTok houses, which are like frat houses, but with like 16-year-old boys and girls.
Oh yeah. What
it's-
was it called? The
hype house.
The hype house.
Yeah, it's
Didn't they
just-
also dissolve after like a couple months?
I feel like they would. I don't follow that stuff, but
The
I know
Hollywood
it
Fix is a
exists.
really if you want the latest TikTok news, go check out the Hollywood Fix. That guy shows up to the hype house or wherever the stars may be. I don't know how he finds them. I don't know if he's friends with any of them or he's just a random dude.
Yeah,
This
he's
guy
always
feels like
walking around.
This guy feels like, if you don't know who I'm talking about, the Hollywood Fix is one guy.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
one guy.
He just pulls out his DSLR. It feels like he's on a camcorder like this or something, you know?
he's just
And he's just
filming.
talking like directly into the mic, and like he's like the microphone's on the camcorder and he's like right here or something like that, right? But like he goes around LA and then he like I'm not trying to implicate this guy, but I'm sure he finds them somehow from various connections or managers or whoever. He gets their locations, and then he goes to where they are, and then he pseudo interviews them by almost intruding on their private time or their everyday.
Filming
I don't know
them
how
in
much
windows
of it is,
and
yeah,
shouting at them.
I'm almost at the point where I don't know how much of it is staged, because to be honest, it seems so convenient how this guy is just
he's just there.
You know, and they're getting out of cars to go places, or they're getting in cars. A lot of the time they're getting in and out of cars.
Yeah,
a lot of the times they're nice cars too.
These kids are rich.
Yeah,
they're
and they
rich.
can drive. I presume they can drive. They're 15, 16.
Yeah.
Right. And so anyways, Hollywood Fix. Go check him out. He's this weird channel, man.
The grind, man.
The
this
grind.
man is always
it's just
there.
Weird. It's like it's so surreal because you'll just catch him. He'll catch a guy outside his house signing autographs or something like that. And he's like, really in the moment. He's like enjoying his fame or whatever. Right? And this guy's like up and close to his face. And he's like, oh, so are you and what's her name dating? And he goes, oh yeah, we're just friends. And it's like, no, but like seriously though, are you guys dating or like what's the scoop on that? And it's just like, whoa, like this guy's
chill,
super
man.
relentless.
Relax, dude.
But yeah, anyways, he gets, I don't know, it's a weird channel. Anyway, so that was just a quick aside. What were we talking about again?
No, but yeah, I feel
TikTok,
like that's
right?
Yeah, that's the wrap up of my thought.
Okay.
I just don't like
so
TikTok.
If I can sum it up for your side, is it just it's not a very safe forum for younger people?
It's not a safe forum, and I think it teaches kids the wrong things. Like kids should be
Yeah,
focused.
but
on other
what social media platform is teaching kids right?
None,
things?
really. I
You know what
really
I mean?
don't
Like
think
Instagram's
kids.
pretty,
Yeah.
or I don't know, anything.
Instagram is also pretty bad. If we're being real,
Yeah.
like the photos that you would take nowadays. Like when I was a kid, when I was their age, I was posting pictures of, like my piano, like my basketball. I was like, oh, going to the game today, or things like that.
You were one of those.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm still in the phase where I just don't post at all.
I don't post at all either.
Because
I'm
I just there's nothing cool enough. Because for me,
To
Instagram
warrant
is reserved
posting,
for those cool moments where you're at a place or
with somebody,
or you're in front of some blue ass water, or
Yeah.
or like you're in a plane somewhere.
It's gotta be a dope photo.
Yeah, or like a picture with your friends, or a very sweet moment or something like that. So the Instagram worthy moments for me are very like upper echelon, high tier
quality
things, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so people post anything, I guess, and that's why stories are a thing too. Yeah, no, that's my thing. It's like, what social media platform is teaching kids the right things, And
That's true.
I think about Vine. I think when I think about TikTok, I think about Vine, and then I realize how much of an escalation of Vine it is.
It is, yeah.
Because with Vine, it was sort of, with Vine, you can. I don't know. Actually, I actually don't know how about my Vine much. I only saw Vines on YouTube and stuff like that, like how they're re-uploaded. But with TikTok, I made a couple just to try it.
Yeah.
And it's like funny in the moment when you're like caught in a trend and you think about like a cool way to
do it.
To I took a course and like they're talking about how memes are just reiterations of other things.
Yeah.
So like whenever you reimagine or reiterate, like the meme becomes something else.
Yeah.
It was fun. Like for me, it was just fun to like have a funny thought and reiterate what other people were doing.
Yeah. It's interesting.
And like put your own take on it or whatever. But a lot of it is thirst trapping, and thirst trapping was not really a word that I knew in my vernacular until TikTok came around.
Yeah.
And with TikTok in general, I feel as though it's just something that is another generation's Facebook or another generation's Instagram. Like kids are just gonna grow up on it, and that's just how it is. Because for example, I think we were like the Facebook guys.
We were.
Facebook, like Instagram was sort of the newer thing for us.
Yeah.
Right. And the Snapchat and everything else. But then before that, it was like the MySpace people, and then the Facebook people, and the Facebook generation, and then the Instagram generation, and then this is just the TikTok generation of kids, right? And the I think what separates the TikTok stars from the Vine stars is that with the Vine stars, there are at least some element of like an inch of comedy
humor,
like Laylee Pons. Like I'm talking like I'm talking like a nanometer. I'm like, I can't, like, I'm trying to like put my fingers. You can't see this in the audio, but I'm trying to put my fingers like as close together as possible without touching. Like, I'm talking about like a nanometer of comedy, And like, sure, being pretty was a part of it,
Yeah.
but it was like,
No, that was my leg.
oh,
Sorry.
oh, sorry. The there's at least like a nanometer comment. Like it was the thirst trap was to get a comedic
Yeah,
thing
it was more
across.
subtle as well.
It's more subtle, but with TikTok, it's like very overt and like obvious, and like there's no subtlety. There's no, I was gonna say no class, but like whatever,
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so with that, it's just like these. I don't know. I actually know someone who went to high school with me that got like relatively TikTok famous. Like I think he had like 100K followers on TikTok, and then he started to do a lot of thirst trappy stuff too. Like at first it was comedy and like Asian boys be like, stuff like that. And then he started to do like thirst traps and stuff like that. And he actually messaged me the other day, or a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Yo, how do you dance? Like, where did you learn how to dance?" I'm like, "Oh, I know what you're getting into. I know what you're doing. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to become a pseudo K-pop idol.
Yeah.
You're trying to become Jaemin or whatever. You know what I mean? Jaemin.
WAP. He's gonna do the WAP dance.
WAP dance in Korean. But yeah, it's like,
come on, man, you can do better than that.
But yeah, and so it's just a different community, and the community of TikTok is just how many boys or little girls or little boys can thirst over me. That's pretty much it. Like there's some good stuff on there, but
there
I find
is, yeah, for sure.
I find like the TikTok humor that I like is very like meme Instagram humor anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's not even really TikTok branded humor. Like I think the TikTok brand of humor is like text and then an action or something like that, right? Or like you caught a funny moment as two people at a pool or something, and then someone RKO's the other person to the other, like, haha, funny moment.
Yeah.
Right? But like there's some good stuff, but it's not for me. It's like it's very like you're trying to be funny. It's not that good.
Yeah.
There's
like some really cool stuff on there that I like. Yeah. Editing wise, it's just smart.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is really low effort. It's like a kid with abs, and he's like, "Haha, I'm lifting my shirt." Aha,
yeah, and like he's having you did it. You actually did lift your. I saw a little bit of the midriff there. That was awesome. Wow, I can't believe you actually committed that hard to the bit.
hey. Well,
I'm gonna have to censor that in the video.
I'm sorry, Bob.
But no, I think the TikTok brand of humor is just not very smart.
Agreed. Yeah.
Sure. And the TikTok humor that I like is clearly just other humor and then just put on TikTok or like applied to TikTok, right?
Memes.
So it's just not for me. A lot of thirst trap stuff, a lot of like beautiful girls trying to get like, haha, like right? Renegade. That's an old song now, but yeah, remember when that was a thing?
I'm a
Renegade.
savage.
That one of those. But
classy, moody, ratchet.
Whatever. Yeah, one of those. It's like, a robbery came from that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, robbery came from TikTok, man. You told me from my heart in a bag, and then the people were just like, guys were just like sitting in puddles when it was raining and stuff, and the text was like, when she doesn't text you back. I was like, imagine going from texting every second to being complete strangers, and then it's like, no, or like they would put the Skywalker theme in there, like, right? It's pretty funny stuff.
It's funny.
Yeah, I don't like to. I don't know. I don't like it. It's not great.
Yeah, when is it? Honestly, I think about that, and you made a lot of good points. When is it just like old people shouting at clouds? It's like, oh, it's just a generation gone by. Like,
yeah, it's like I can't believe we're almost at the stage where it becomes like that.
Yeah,
but I'm of the perception that it's just like the 8th graders right now. That's their Facebook,
thing.
That's their Facebook Messenger.
That's how they connect with friends.
Yeah, that's their Tetris battle or whatever. That was big with us, right?
Oh, Tetris battle. I was ranked 104, dude.
Right? So I'm just saying, like, that's just their thing. That's their backyard monsters or restaurant story or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's that. I really think that when you get any of those mediums in the right hands, like Vine or like Drew Gooden and people like that came from.
I love that.
Daniel Gonzalez came from Vine. They're good. They're like good comedians. I really think they're funny. You know, I think as long as you get good, smart community or like not like just
leaders. kind of in the
good
community.
comedians and like funny people in general, right? On those platforms, it doesn't matter what platform they're on, they're gonna be funny either way.
Yeah,
It's just that with
for sure.
TikTok, there's just so many people on it, and so many people trying to get big, and a lot of it's really garbage, and a lot of it's just okay, I'm just gonna sell my body for it. It's like almost,
Yeah.
it's like one step, it's like one or two steps before OnlyFans, basically. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's really toxic as well.
so
So
even the meme pages on Instagram now, I have no memes. It's like every third post is a girl.
is a
It's like
trap.
Her ad is whatever, right? Like, whatever.
Instagram is
dude.
also like it's a step up from TikTok in my opinion, but also very not up there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. But memes are memes, and like
Yeah.
memes will
I
always
like
be
memes,
around, and as
because
long as you have
memes
a
are
place
good.
to distribute,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so I had very little things for what's on tap. We actually went through the one that I was going to talk about. It was the dancing
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, mine's due on the 9th. But I hope yours goes well. I'm sure. Not to mention our friends are kind of running it, so I mean.
Hey, okay, but I really hope they judge us fairly, or
Oh
I
no,
hope
for
we
sure.
judge us
100%.
fairly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because we're a solid club, and we.
Yeah, we are a solid.
But yeah,
club. No nepotism.
I think, yeah, and then I don't know. For my thing, I was pretty anxious about it, to be honest.
you look great. Honestly,
Thank you.
I think
appreciate
you look
that.
great.
Wish me luck, everybody. I'm in a couple of weeks from now, I'll know that I'm what he said is true, or I'll know that I suck.
Or maybe my perception just sucks and you're
Yeah, who
really
knows?
bad. You
Yeah,
know.
who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I hope things go well. I want to say that that's all I have. I don't really have much else
not
to
much
talk
on
about.
what's on tap. What are you doing this week besides?
I'm doing. Oh
that?
God, midterms are coming up. So it's like the first, like this next month and a half is gonna be a real slag to get through, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's just like a bunch of school things that I gotta do, and stupid. I'm going to a movie festival
Mhm.
because that's one of my courses has to like they're like, oh well, we didn't get you to pay a textbook, but you should still pay for the tickets to the thing or whatever, right? I'm just like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Whatever. You know. But yeah. So yeah, that was it. I hope. Do you have anything like super in?
No, I mean, I
involved?
feel like we're all just trying to get through school, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to.
That's cool, dude. I really hope you get in. And I
I'm
really hope I
hoping
get
too.
in
I'm hoping
too.
too. I
Um,
put in work, but I also realized that for like you said, for the amount of time that I put into
Mhm.
kind of just these skills in general, that's why I'm really hoping that I've said this for a long time, but I'm really hoping to commit to like taking classes outside of school.
Oh,
that,
so you want to take dance seriously more?
yeah, to like work on it as like a real
This is
hobby.
interesting. Wait, I want before we end it, I want to talk about like
Oh,
what, because like how many years have you been with DH for?
I've been in 2 years.
2 years now.
Yeah,
And
and I didn't dance going in. I had never danced before.
right, so the first year was sort of you. So really, you've only been dancing in the club for a year.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. And after graduating, you probably won't be associated with the club.
No, well, I mean, yeah, it's probably better to just cut ties and like let it run itself, you know.
Right.
But no, I don't think I'll be affiliated with it. I feel like I kind of like it. To me, it feels like I just stumbled on like this new hobby that I had no idea existed,
Mm-hmm.
and now that I'm kind of in it, I have the choice to either like commit to it or kind of leave it as like a very side hobby kind of thing.
Oh, I was gonna say it's you either indulge in it more,
Yeah.
or you just sort of let it run its course. Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just improve at a natural rate
Mm-hmm.
rather than like trying to accelerate it. But for me, like I've always been like when I get into something, I'm really competitive.
Yeah.
So I always want to get really good at it.
Mm.
But so that was me with like high school sports and stuff. Like I would take, like go to camps and stuff and like
Okay.
do whatever. So for dance, I just feel like it's another skill that I really want to have like a certain degree of mastery in it. And it's a really fun community too. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Right.
So I think that's kind of my goal moving forward, whether I get in the team or not, to like kind of just build this skill that I have, because it's
Okay.
something that, especially a skill that I have such a low proficiency in. And this is true. Like I cannot, or when I
mean,
first
to each
started,
their own. I'm not gonna tell you that you're right or wrong. It's
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah,
think about yourself. I'm
like
not
when
gonna
I
convince
first
you of anything.
started, like I could not dance at all.
Okay.
I'm saying like, well, now like I have a certain degree of proficiency, and that kind of comes with time. Like I've been
Mhm.
doing this more or less for a year or two, and that gives you certain skills.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, like there's a lot more that can be tapped into. And even if you're not naturally talented or
Mhm.
gifted, there's a certain level that you can reach with good practice and
Yeah, I
good
feel
habits.
like dancing is one of the things. As long as you put
Time.
you invest in it,
Yeah.
you'll get better. Because I feel like people always ask us, like, would you rather be good at singing or would you rather be good at dancing? It's like, of course, singing, because singing is such a more of a natural thing. Like, you don't see
Yeah.
everyone becoming a singer, but everyone at some degree or level can dance. That's why nightclubs are a thing. That's why the
Yeah.
YMCA is a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's that's why school dances are a thing. There's
Yeah.
not like the school sing off or whatever. No, right?
School
Like,
dance.
yeah,
off.
school. Dancing is just one of those things that everyone can do to a certain level, right?
Yeah.
But I think
Mhm.
singing is the bar to get in is so much higher.
You can or can't.
Yeah, it's
more
like
less
can or
like that.
can't, and
Yeah,
then as much as you practice, it still might not be enough.
yeah, because your
Right?
natural voice.
Because your natural voice,
Yeah.
right? But with dancing, you're right. Like as long as you invest more in it. So I don't know. I think it's very impressive, just from someone who's very much like you, like having to come from nothing, and
Mhm.
not saying like as a person, but I'm saying like like in terms of dance.
I was self-made, man.
I'm come from nothing. I built the company with the bottoms of my bare hands. But yeah, no, I definitely don't think it's um I think it's very impressive how much in progress you've made. I don't know what you started at,
Mhm.
but as much as I know, I think it's very impressive like how much progress you've made.
And same to you, sir.
Thank you.
I do.
Thank
I
you.
really
Appreciate
do feel
that.
that.
But yeah, I think the only way you'll know for sure whether you keep it going or not
Mhm.
is if you indulge in it a little bit more now. Because right now you have
Yeah.
the resource,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
the
yeah.
ability to be like, I'm
Yeah.
in a dance club. I should be dancing anyways,
Yeah.
right? But then when you get older, it's
Yeah,
harder to
work.
give yourself that excuse.
Mhm.
It's hard to just step back in,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's good to build a habit now so that when life actually gets in the way, you feel.
I
An
wouldn't say life
obligation
gets
to
in the way. I just there's more of a you can because I feel like when you get older, certain things just get naturally like it's a toss up between I could be doing this or I could be doing that, right? Or like I could sit and watch this movie or I could try and like do more dances or whatever, right? So it's not necessarily like I think you'd be more motivated to because you had more skill or more proficiency in the area,
Yeah.
right? I think that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah,
Well,
I definitely think it's a good idea to do it now, regardless.
let's keep working hard.
Yeah.
Get good.
Get good,
Or
kid.
get
Dude, the
beast.
same goes for League, dude. Just get good.
Hey, man, we improved a
We
lot.
we
in
we
League of
play we play for
Legends.
fun. We're not
Yeah.
we're not competitive people. Actually, right before we leave, I want to check this esports. Like what groups? What are the groups
Boo. Yes,
right now? LOL esports. Yeah, Worlds is going on right now for anyone who doesn't know. Worlds is when the big League of Legends tournament and yeah, standings. Oh wait, I want to check my pick'ems first.
We're screwed. We picked TSM first.
Yeah, loser.
You didn't pick TSM
No, I
first.
put him
You're a
second.
loser.
What do you mean I'm the loser? You're the loser. I'm the one who's actually gonna win the Aurora Battle Station, bro. I was looking at the prize. I was like, yo, this could be pretty good. Cause there's you can rent a computer. It's like worth $2,500.
It's the Alienware one, right?
Yeah. So I was
That's
like,
crazy to me.
oh yeah. Okay, first of all, oh yeah, dude,
Wait, show me your standing, sir.
here. There you go. Okay, I'll read them out to everybody later. But yeah, how's that look? I'm doing pretty good.
I mean, the TSM pick now is kind of. We don't even know if
Yeah.
they might. For all I know, they kind of look like they're gonna be fourth.
I mean, honestly, like there's so much. The group A hasn't even played yet, so we don't even know.
everything can change. So
But
I'm
I have Dam on
optimistic.
it. So I have G2, Suning, TL, and then Machi for Group A. Damwon, JD, Rogue, and then PSG for Group B. Genji, TSM, Fnatic, LGD for Group C, and TES, DRX, FlyQuest, and UOL Group 4. My Group D is spot on so far. It's weird that TSM's still the second in the group, even though Fnatic has one up on them. I don't understand how that works. Same for Group B. I don't understand why Rogue is still down on JD.
But yeah, dude, I'm winning this battle station. I don't give a goddamn.
Hey, man, it's week
I don't give a
one,
goddamn.
day
I'm winning this
one.
pick'em, man.
Day 2 hasn't even happened yet.
I'm
so.
gonna win. I
All
want
right,
to win
buddy, all
so
right,
bad.
all
I was
right.
looking at the prizes. You could get a monitor and a PC. You can get all the, you get all ultimate skins off of it too. Like if you on top of the computer, you get all the ultimate skins.
Why was I a TSM fanboy? I should have
So
been realistic.
so you get DJ Sono, Spirit Guard Udyr, Pulsefire Ezreal, Elementalist Lux, and Gun Goddess MF. And it's funny because in the fine print, I read the fine print obviously, but the PC's valued at $2,500 plus the monitor, and the ultimate skins are valued at $0.
No.
So yeah.
The
Anyways,
ultimate skins, man.
Yeah,
I
ultimate
want that.
I want a Lux skin. I have garbage Lux skin. I only have, what is that one? Commando Lux. Doesn't even change
It looks
the
like
abilities.
like a weird soldier.
Yeah,
olive
ew,
color,
right?
Olive
Oh,
Garden.
so stupid. And
Yeah.
it doesn't even have anything changed to do with its like abilities.
Yeah.
If anything needs to get reworked, it's Commando Lux. Needs to get a new VFX or new splash background or something.
Regular Udyr needs a splash.
Regular
rework,
Udyr.
man. Regular
Dude.
Udyr is nasty.
Oh my goodness. MF had all her skins, the splash art redone,
Mhm.
and it looks so good. But I mean, it looks pretty poggers. But
Wow. I wish I
but-
played the game.
yeah,
Sad.
I played last night. It's pretty good.
No.
Earth is out right now. And then you should just check your shop, because the lunar, the what is that what is that called? The shop.
It's just the shop.
The shop.
Your
Okay, yeah,
shop.
your shop is open right now. You can check. But anyways, that's all we had for this week, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this new setup with all the new mics and all the new situation. We're right on time. You said we were ending at 5:50.
Awesome.
It's right. We're right on time today. Where you gotta go
And
today, Tim?
I'm gonna go play badminton and
Oh,
just
you didn't
torture
batty
my
today.
body even more today.
All right.
After grinding dance for
How was
like
did
hours.
Bowen? We'll just make this a little appendage at the end. How's Bowen? Or how was Bowen in the 3 weeks that you did?
it was good, man, but
You wish you
like,
could have gone again.
I should have went today
What happened?
but-
Why did you not want to go today?
because I was dancing.
Oh
So
right.
yeah, so but I
Right.
gave up my chance to
Ah, dude. Oh,
see the
dude.
therapist. See the
Oh, man,
therapist. I gave up my chance to see
therapist.
the I won't mention
Or
it
the
anymore,
therapist secretary.
But, yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah, but okay, but I just want to say thank you so much for listening. If you made it to this point of the
Oh yeah,
podcast,
100%. If you made it to this episode, if you weren't turned off by the
Yes.
first 3 of them, I'm gonna title this one "Watch This Episode, Please,"
yeah,
or the episode
the one
to
you
listen
should
to, or
watch.
whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So we'll try, because now we have everything set up, and hopefully all the mics and everything look better, and the set looks better, and everything.
Yeah, and like Andrea said before, we're trying to improve constantly. So if you have any topics that you want us to cover or anything that you want us
Yeah.
to talk about, let us know.
Or even if you listen to it, just let us know.
Yeah, let
dude.
us know.
I would love to love to see how many people actually listen to it. I mean, we know a couple already.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
like the
yeah.
obvious people already came up and be like, oh, it's fun.
Our
But if you
fans.
actually listen to this, like, get in touch with us.
Yeah.
I'll put our socials at the beginning. And I'll also put like a little "Yo, what's up, guys?" One of those
Yeah.
at the beginning. So you'll be able to find us. We're tap on YouTube and Spotify. There's really no point in saying it now because we're at the end, and I don't know why would people would tune in at the end
Yeah,
for
this
the
is
plug.
tap.
But
Hello?
yeah, but anyways, hope you enjoyed this week. Would you like to tap out now, Tim?
Yes.
We're a little bit farther apart now, so we're just gonna have to shuffle a little bit. Hold on, everybody. Okay, ready? Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.